Chapter 5, Making Decisions, Part 5. Using the not operator. The not operator is written as an exclamation point, and it negates any Boolean expression. So if you have a Boolean expression that is true, putting the exclamation point in front of it will make it false. If you have any Boolean expression that is false, putting the not in front of it will make it true. So if you have someone who, if their age is greater than or equal to 16, so they can drive, if you put a not in front of it, it's not greater than or equal to 16. In other words, less than 16. You can combine as many and or operators as needed. The operator precedence for logic operators, they're evaluated in the order not, and, or. Nots come first, then ands, and finally ors. I heard someone say once that the and is like the multiplication sign in arithmetic, and the or is like the addition sign, and multiplication comes before addition. If that's useful to you, great. If not, you can just forget I ever said it. The order of operations for logic operators is not, and, or. Don't forget that part. An operator's precedence is how the expression will be evaluated, and things can come up differently. You can get different answers if you don't follow order of operations. You know this in arithmetic and in math, and the same thing is true in Java. So when you have an expression that has mixed operators, let's say it uses a combination of arithmetic and relational and logic, the arithmetic is always done first. Using the order of operations within arithmetic operators, PEMDAS. So arithmetic would be done first. Assignment is always done last. So if you have an equal sign, that's always done last. But between arithmetic and assignment, arithmetic, relational, and logic. Arithmetic, relational, logic would be evaluated in that order. In the relational operators, the less than, greater than, less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and not equal to. With these 6 relational operators, there is no order of operations. It doesn't really make sense. We aren't allowed in Java to chain those together, and so there really is no order of operations for relational operators. Logic operators, the order of operations is not, and, or. And statements in parentheses, just like with math, statements in parentheses are always evaluated first. Here is a chart from table 5.1 in your book. The highest precedence is the logical not. However, we do the arithmetic does come before logical. You would not have, say, if you had 2 plus 3, you would not have not 2 plus 3. It doesn't make any sense. The not is used with Boolean expressions, so you'd have not true or not false. You wouldn't have not 5. It doesn't make any sense. So you would evaluate arithmetic first using PEMDAS, then you would evaluate relational, then you would evaluate logic. The order of 2 important things to remember. The order of operations used makes a difference. It does matter when you are evaluating expressions. And always use parentheses to change precedence or make your intentions clearer. If you're using parentheses and they aren't required to change precedence, they're called redundant parentheses, and they're fine. There's no problem with using redundant parentheses. If it makes your code clearer to you, then go ahead and use them. Here's an example. If we are assigning extra ticket premiums, if someone has more than two traffic tickets, and they're less than 25 years old, and they're male. So what's going to happen? First thing we're going to do is we're going to evaluate the and. Age less than 25 and male, we're going to charge them an extra $200, regardless of whether or not they have extra traffic tickets. If we want to only assign the extra premium, if they're under 25 and they have they have more than 2 traffic tickets, and they're male, if those are the times that we want to assign extra premiums, we do need to put parentheses around that or expression, so it will happen first. Again, it depends on the logic. If you're assigning extra premiums for men who are either less than 25 or they have greater than 2 traffic tickets, you do need the extra set of parentheses. So to summarize, the if statement makes a decision based on a Boolean expression. A single alternative if performs an action based on one alternative. A dual alternative if has an else statement. It does one thing if a Boolean expression is true, and it does something else entirely if a Boolean expression is false. The AND operator is denoted by two ampersands, and it determines whether two expressions are both true. If both expressions are true, then the AND expression is true. The OR operator is denoted by two pipes. Those are right above the return key, and you have to press shift to get them. And they carry out some action if and only if they carry out some action even if only one of the two conditions is true. So either one condition can be true or the other or both, and that whole OR expression will be true. The NOT operator negates a Boolean expression. So not true is false, not false is true. And to finally summarize, operator precedence does make a difference. Mixed expressions are evaluated in the order arithmetic, relational, logical, and logic operators have the order of operations not, and, or.